Your questions about business, career, personal development, and achieving the American dream are more than welcome. Email them to info@makinitnow.com. Now back to more Making It with Tommy and Todd.
OMG fact of the week. Your body produces enough saliva during your lifetime to fill 2 swimming pools.
Ooh.
That's disgusting.
Yes,
That is kind of gross.
Thank you for
Thank
you for grossing out America, Todd. And I don't think the swimming pool industry is going to be publishing that statistic, by the way. So.
All right, not in any way connected. I would like to unconnect this from our next part, which would be the recommendation of our preferred partners. Shout out to one of our preferred partners out of the New York area. They're actually in Connecticut. Celebration Entertainment Disc Jockeys, providing professional experienced DJs for every kind of event since August 1996.
Wow.
You can check them out on our preferred partners page on makinitnow.com. Click their link, get in touch with them, check out their website. They are awesome.
I'm going to hire them for Todd's next big party. It's going to be my treat.
That's big time. New York celebrity DJ.
His 30th birthday?
It's his 30th birthday.
Okay.
We'll celebrate in New York
Okay.
with a great disc jockey.
The Fix.
Now, The Fix overall is a segment about reviving the American economy and keeping it strong. And today we're discussing the core problem of debt and what to do when you're in deep debt. Tommy, do you have any ideas here?
Yeah, I have some ideas.
I think some people can relate to this.
Some
Take a shot at
This
it.
might be
I've
applicable.
never had this myself. This has never been a real
Okay.
problem with me.
For a friend, right?
Right.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about why people get in debt.
Okay.
There's a lot of reasons. Divorce is a common one. Poor money management, underemployment, gambling, medical expenses. People don't realize how many families are just devastated by medical expenses. Their child gets sick. It's not
It's
covered
number
by
one reason for
insurance.
bankruptcies.
Absolutely, yeah. People aren't saving any money these days. It's not fashionable to save money. People don't feel they have any extra money to save, so they don't. When the unexpected comes, they just don't know what to do about it. They don't have any money put aside. They don't have communication skills, and they have financial illiteracy. They just really don't understand money and how to keep it. So that's what starts the problem.
How about spending more money than you have?
Right.
How about that too?
Well, of
That's
course.
going to add up.
Yeah, if you have a reduced income, you have to reduce expenses, and people don't do that
Right.
for whatever reason. Yeah. So, there's some interesting statistics about the subject of debt. The average American has $3,600 in credit card debt at all times. But the main reason that people seem to get into debt is by the American dream, and that is owning your own home. People are overbuying or overspending on their homes and taking on overwhelming amounts of mortgage debt. And if, for instance, one of the earners in the family loses their job, then they can't even pay their mortgage, and that creates a problem. The median home loan balance is $103,000 today. So, Todd, you know how to fix this.
Well, you've climbed out of debt. I've climbed out of
Absolutely.
debt. So clearly there's strategies here. But I think that what happens is when people get in debt, it's very emotional.
Right.
So, there's a lot of fear.
Right.
Fear people are going to take your stuff. They're going to ruin your life. You're going to lose everything.
Right.
You're going to be humiliated. You're not going to make it. You're going to starve and die on the street.
Right.
You're going to be depressed. All these things are what come with the being in debt. You're getting phone calls from collectors, people demanding their money. That's stressful. It's just horrible.
Right.
And so when someone's in that situation, when you're deep in debt, I think the best strategy is the first and foremost, do not run from the problem.
Right.
Now, I was in debt, like years ago, and I used to avoid the collector calls and this and that. And then one day I thought, I'm going to answer the phone. I'm just going to confront it.
Right.
And actually my stress went down in half by just confronting it.
Right.
I would just tell them what's going on. I would just answer. It's almost like they were shocked that I answered. and they have more respect for you when you just answer it.
Right.
And you confront it.
Right.
So I think you have to confront it. And then when you confront it, you say, okay, list all your debts, and you go after the biggest one first.
Right.
It's like when if you were in a fight, I learned like in martial arts and stuff.
Of course.
If you're in a fight and you're surrounded by several people, you go after the biggest one first.
Absolutely.
And then the rest go down easier.
Right.
A lot of times people go after the smaller one.
Right.
And they're still stressed because you didn't take care of the biggest problem.
Right.
Kill the biggest problem first.
Yep.
Look at it like it's a fight. So you have to confront it. I think that's the key. And then methodically climb out of it. There's payment plans. There's ways to come out of it.
Debt consolidation.
Right, exactly.
Yes, sure. Well, you touched on, I think, what's a very important strategic thing to do, and that is decide which debts do you pay off first. And the debt that you want to pay off first is your highest interest rate debt.
Right.
Often people are confronted with the idea, am I going to save money while I'm trying to reduce my debt? And what's the smartest thing to do? And that's, again, a calculation of interest rates. If you can get more equity by paying off a debt, let's say at 6%, than putting money in the bank at 3%, then that's the thing you should do.
Right.
Yes.
I think also a lot of people just run to bankruptcy when they have the least amount of debt.
Yes.
And so they think, well, I'll just take that out.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I don't advise bankruptcy, but if you were to do it, save it for the big one.
Right.
Save it for a really overwhelming. Most of the time you can climb out of debt if you just confront it and pay it off over time.
I know a lady that went out and bought a new car right before she filed bankruptcy because she was told she would be able to keep her car if she declared bankruptcy.
Yeah, because you only can do it once every 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
No, 10 years. So, don't just pull the trigger on that for a few $1,000s.
You cannot borrow your way out of debt.
No.
So keep that in mind, America.
Okay, we'll be right back with more Making It with Tommy and Todd, Coast to Coast.